The market has been a little bit under pressure lately, but not as much as the stock market and as much as precious metals has. There's a reason for that. Crypto, there's a reason why it's been a little bit under pressure, but it's actually outperforming everything else as of lately. And this is after the US dollar, the dollar index, or the DXY, has reached over 106.5. So right now it's at 106.7 something right now. Now I'm going to show you a 3-month chart of the US dollar, and you're going to see why a lot of the pressure in the market is slightly due to that, plus a lot of whale manipulation by BlackRock, as I've said. But check this out. Now, for anyone panicked about this, don't be. Remember back in March 2020 when the dollar started skyrocketing and Bitcoin went from $3,500 to what it proceeded to do in $69,000? This is what people don't tell you, is they freak you out about the dollar index, but they don't tell you about how Bitcoin has performed in the past during a strong DXY or a strong dollar index. And here's one of the reasons why you don't have to panic. The US national debt has increased 53% in the last 5 years alone. And as you saw in my prior videos, the US national debt has increased $100 billion within 5 days. You haven't seen anything yet in regards to currency printing. I know I say this over and over again, but I'm going to keep saying it over and over again because I don't think a lot of people get it, all right? It's really inflationary. Inflation isn't going anywhere, and you can't vote your way out of it. Next, we have 76% of adults who make less than $50,000 are living, this is in the US, are living paycheck to paycheck. This is crazy. This is what happens when you have an out of control currency printer with people that are absolutely destroying the US economy. And you know it's being destroyed. It is by design, as I've said over and over again. Now, speaking about design, back in 1971, let's go back in time, right? A new house was $25,200. This is back in 1971. Remember the year that Nixon took the US off the gold standard? All right, an average income was $10,622. A new car was $3,560. Can you imagine paying that for a new car or a new house at $25,000? Yes, this is what happens with inflation. It's going to get worse and worse, and people are going to get poorer and poorer. That is why when you have Bitcoin, which is a non-elastic asset, it's the only truly inelastic asset in the world, in the history of the world, all right? We've never had anything like that. Try doing that with gold. If gold becomes super expensive, goes to $100,000 an ounce, do you know how many people are going to be digging up gold? Yeah, a ton. Everybody and their mother is going to start doing that. But you can't do that with Bitcoin, right? No. The emission rate of Bitcoin is programmed. We know exactly what the emission rate is going to be and the monetary policy is going to be for the next 10,000 years. Try that with fiat. You can't. And with that said, the amount of Bitcoin addresses with 0.1 to 1 Bitcoin has reached another all-time high. So more and more people are holding Bitcoin and not getting rid of it because they realize it's pretty darn rare and the supply is fixed, all right? Now we have Franklin Templeton, all right? Let's go over to the ETF, the spot ETF. This is pretty good news right here. They're not wasting their time, first off. This is a $1.5 trillion under management company. They're not gonna be wasting their time of doing a spot ETF if they didn't think eventually it's gonna get through, okay? Now, they just filed for a 19B-4 for its spot Bitcoin ETF application. This officially starts the clock with the SEC for a review. So the SEC, obviously it's bought and paid for by BlackRock and Vanguard, But still, once these things start rolling, once one gets approved, I think they're pretty much all going to get approved. So that is your good news for today. So with that said, if you want to know what we are doing with our portfolio, if you want to see our market updates and everything like that, check us down below for the CT Club. Please like and subscribe if you like this, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.